Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week we're in the land of smiles, Thailand, to meet up with another of their outstanding young shuttlers, Porntip Barana Prasutsuk, as she aims for the top. And we look back at the best moments from this year's Li Ning BWF Thomas and Uber Cup finals. The last 10 years has seen Thailand become part of the badminton elite. Its shuttlers now occupy the upper ranks of the international game.
And from Thailand, Bunsak Ponsana.
Ratchanuk Intanon is the world champion.
This week we bring you another of Thailand's young stars, Porntip Barana Prasutsuk. We met up with the 22-year-old at one of her regular gym sessions at the Sports Authority of Thailand in Bangkok. Porntip was the toast of Thailand when she became the first player in her country to win a Super Series event, taking the title at the India Open in 2011.
And that's gone long, and the second time of asking. And the 19-year-old Porntip Barana Prasutsuk from Thailand has taken her first ever Super Series title in her first ever Super Series tournament final.
I didn't think I could win because I had a shoulder injury, so I could not play my usual style. But maybe because I did not put so much pressure on myself, I felt more relaxed. And that could have helped me win this Super Series title.
Porntip rose from the junior ranks of Badminton Thailand, taking bronze at the 2008 World Junior Championships and silver a year later.
When I look back at the World Junior Championships, I felt I have achieved something special. But I knew even then that if I wanted to be the best player, I have to play in more tournaments in the senior competitions. I have to keep competing and also learn from other players so that I can gain more experience.
Thailand's Smiling Fish International Series in 2009 was Porntip's first senior title. The Thai shuttler's badminton journey, like many others, began with her family. She first took up the sport encouraged by her father, who wanted both her and her brother to play. It also helped that badminton was one of the sports that the revered King of Thailand played in his youth. Porntip came to love the sport and the athletic challenges it brought.
Badminton is a fun sport, and there are rooms for you to keep improving, and the sport has a lot of various movements that will keep your mind and body active. In badminton, there are different ways and tactics to winning a game, so you're constantly thinking on court, trying to find the winning move. On top of that, it also allows you to constantly learn and find new ways of playing.
She has earned a reputation with her aggressive and attacking style of play. And although her high-energy game has seen her rise in the world rankings to 10th, she has little to show for it in terms of more titles. Porntip's last major international title was in 2012 at the Yonex Sunrise Vietnam Open Grand Prix Gold.
If you feel tired, then your body may completely shut itself down. You will find it difficult to carry on. I became very tired as the tournament wore on. I sometimes ended up not playing my style, not giving my best to the game, and losing concentration. This is one area I have to look into if I want to carry on playing. I need to work on my fitness and conditioning to strengthen my mind and body.
She is getting help with the conditioning she needs to break through yet again. The Badminton Association of Thailand has brought in a strength and conditioning specialist to help members of the national team. He's been impressed with the attitude shown by Porntip.
Her attitude's fantastic, really good attitude. So far she's been pushing it to the limits. If anything, I've had to try and slow her down from her performances. She's just wants to do more and more and more. With that is great. She's getting stronger, she's getting more strength. But at the same time, she needs to have breaks every now and then in order for that strength to develop.
The training has really helped me with my upper body strength, flexibility, and general power in my muscle. But this training is just to help me physically. It has made me stronger, but I still need to work on my badminton skills, which are as important as my physical conditioning.
Porntip is not one to settle for second best. Being part of the current crop of players enjoying the golden era of badminton in Thailand, she's hopeful that they will pave the way for future players. In terms of consistency of results, Porntip Baranaprasatsuk has been one of the best players to come out of Thailand in recent years. And at just 22 years old, she can only get better. Look out for her name, because we expect big things from her in the near future. Let's test your badminton knowledge in this week's Who Am I? I was born in Indonesia. I won my first Super Series title at the 2005 Indonesia Open. I am a two-time BWF World Champion. Find out who this mystery person is after the break.
My favorite movie is, that's really a tough question. I would say either The Departed or Pulp Fiction. My favorite lazy day activity would be just a good newspaper and a cup of coffee and a long walk in the good weather. My favorite holiday destination, I'm going to Maldives after Australia, so I hope that will be my favorite destination. My favorite sporting hero would be Steven Gerrard from Liverpool. My most feared opponent, Lindan. My most memorable moment on court would be winning Denmark Open or winning, I would say Denmark Open. That was quite crazy winning the first one. The best advice I received was from my old math teacher. He said that I wouldn't be a professor in math, so I should rather focus on playing badminton, because he had heard that I was quite good. So thanks to Stefan for that one. One thing that annoys me is when people not are fair. If I had the opportunity to hang out with one person, it would be John Lennon. Just the whole mystery around him and all his opinions on life, and I just want to have a chat with him.
After the break, we catch up with the Nigeria national team to find out about the sport in their country. Welcome back. Before the break, we asked you to name this person. I was born in Indonesia. I won my first Super Series title at the 2005 Indonesia Open. I am a two-time BWF World Champion. The answer is Hendra Setiawan. Hendra Setiawan is an Indonesian doubles specialist. He holds 20 Super Series titles and is currently ranked number 1 in the world with his men's doubles partner, Muhammad Ahsan. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa with over 174 million inhabitants. Whilst the vast majority of the population is obsessed with football, badminton has taken its hold on the nation. Nigeria, along with South Africa, are the most dominant countries on the continent and have been a part of the Badminton Confederation of Africa since 1977. Domestically, Nigeria has a burgeoning scene.
When we're playing domestic tournament, we play clubs, which is it's called state. Yeah, I'm from Taraba State. He's from Abuja. So when we're playing, I play for my state. He play for his state. So badminton, football, is the number 1 sport, and then badminton is quite little recognized in Nigeria, but not so much pressure in it.
On the international level, they have appeared at the Olympics twice and the Thomas Cup in 2008, 2010 and 2014. We caught up with the national team at this year's event in Delhi, where they had completed their group matches.
This is the 3rd time appearance in the Thomas Cup, and then we really played our best, and then we got a lot of experience. We watch different patterns, different play, and we play different countries, and then we are going home to prepare again and play more and develop the game at home.
They were the continent's only representative at this year's Thomas and Uber Cups. They also brought only 4 players to Delhi, highlighting the fragile nature of the sport in Africa. So, although the experience provided much-needed help on a sporting level, from a resource standpoint, there is still plenty to do.
Yeah, actually we went for All African Championship in Mauritius, and after the Mauritius International African Championship, we are not able to have enough time to prepare for this tournament. To be frank, we did not train much. Actually, one of the major problems we're having in Nigeria, we don't have sponsorship. This is our first experience participating in Thomas Cup without support from the sponsors.
The lack of money and support within the sport means that players cannot afford to play full-time. They have to find ways to supplement their incomes.
Yeah. We both work in the same organization. Yeah, like a security in the army. And then in terms of sponsorship, the president of Badminton Federation of Nigeria is doing his best to make sure sponsorship is there.
Despite the hardships, though, the players are optimistic about the future of the sport in Nigeria.
Yeah, the future is great because we have a lot of players and we have a lot of coaches. But I think what is affecting the game at the moment is lack of sponsorship.
Yeah.
That's the main problem in Nigeria. We have a lot of players.
As we know, the recent Thomas and Uber Cup has gone down as one of the classic tournaments. But even as the action was heating up on the courts, plenty was being done off it. For the Badminton World Federation, it was an opportunity to connect the ever-growing badminton community. In this case, the 4th edition of the BWF Members Forum provided the stage. Member associations from the length and breadth of the sporting globe were in attendance.
For me, I think information is power, and really getting the information such as that which we have received today on the programs that are running, the success stories of other members has really empowered those who have participated today and myself as well.
One of the many topics that drew attention was that of development. For many of the lesser nations, how to improve the profile and increase the skill levels of the game in their country was key. For the BWF, being able to showcase its biggest development project, Shuttle Time, to a range of its members was vital to maintaining its success.
What we tried to do was take one of our big, very famous members, Indonesia, and take a smaller member where badminton is not a traditional sport, and that was Ireland, and compare the programs and the strategies they've used to implement the program. And the Indonesian approach, obviously with 200 million plus people, was really interesting to see how they're doing it on a regional basis. The Irish program's a little bit different. Obviously a smaller scale, smaller country. Badminton, not a famous sport there at all, but already within 12 months they've got 42,000 children playing badminton that weren't playing before.
But the off-court discussions were not limited to the administrators. The players' views were very much part of the mix. One such event, which focused on them, was the Players' Meeting, held by the BWF Athletes Commission. A major topic that was discussed was the possibility of a new scoring system for badminton. This follows the implementation of the 21-point rally system at the Thomas and Uber Cups in 2006.
The matches have started to extend in length again, and they sometimes don't have very many intense peak periods, which doesn't provide great spectator sport. So the proposals now are looking to try and find a scoring system that benefits the players, so they're still enjoying the game and still comfortable with the scoring system, but that increases the excitement of the game.
So as we close the chapter on another successful Thomas and Uber Cup finals, it's also worth noting that that success has been both on the court and off it. After the break, we highlight the winners at this year's Leaning Thomas and Uber Cup finals. Titles and accomplishments define a professional athlete's career. And for elite badminton players, it's no different. And although championships and titles are the ultimate measure of sporting success, to be recognized by others for your effort is often just as important. For badminton, the BWF annual Gala Awards Night Dinner is such an occasion. The award ceremony, held at the latter stages of the Thomas and Uber Cup, is meant to celebrate the best badminton shuttlers of 2013. Players, officials and administrators crowded into the Le Méridien Ballroom for the occasion. 3 awards were given out for the outstanding players in 2013. Male Player of the Year, Female Player of the Year, and the Eddie Chung Most Promising Player of the Year. Nominations are made by the BWF Awards Committee before the winners are determined by the BWF Council. Malaysian men's singles world number 1 Lee Chong Wei scooped the first award for the night, the Male Player of the Year, beating the likes of Chinese ace Lin Dan, Korean pair Lee Yong-dae and Ko Sung-hyun, as well as Indonesian world champions Muhammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan. 2013 had seen Lee winning at the Korea, Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Japan and Hong Kong Opens, rounding off the year in style with his 4th World Superseries finals triumph on home soil. The 31-year-old previously won the year-end title 3 consecutive years from 2009. For the women's, the honour went to the Chinese Olympic champion Li Xuerui. Due to her Uber Cup commitments, a representative collected the award on her behalf. The world number 1 had picked up the women's singles titles at the Indonesia and China Opens before crowning 2013 with a win at the World Superseries finals. Li's win means that China has taken this award on 5 consecutive occasions.
I'm very happy getting this Player of the Year award. For a badminton player, this means a lot to me.
Japan's latest sensation, Akane Yamaguchi, swept the Eddie Chung Most Promising Player of the Year. As with Li Xuerui, Akane couldn't attend due to her Uber Cup duties. 2013 proved to be a breakthrough year for the reigning World Junior Champion. The Japanese prodigy announced herself on the elite stage when she claimed the women's singles title at the Yonex Open Japan, the youngest ever player to win a Super Series event at just 16 years old.
For me, this is a great honor. It's very special and I'm very happy. Winning this award will definitely motivate me and I will try my hardest to continue to achieve even more in the future.
The night didn't just belong to the players. Retired Danish BWF referee and former BWF Council member Torsten Berg joined the prestigious list of Herbert Shield Trophy recipients for his outstanding services to the sport. For her contributions towards the women's game, Berg's countrywoman Kirsten Larsen received the Women in Badminton Award. After the formalities, the evening continued for many as they basked in the wonderful hospitality of the Indian hosts. While the plaques may have gone home with the winners, the biggest message was BWF's unwavering commitment to recognise badminton excellence. After 27 editions of the Thomas Cup and 24 editions of the Uber Cup, it was the first time the tournament was staged in India. With impeccable hospitality from the first-time hosts and an exhilarating 8-day tournament, the 2014 Li Ning BWF Thomas and Uber Cup definitely has to go down in history as one of the most thrilling ever. We take you through the winner's journey to glory. In the Uber Cup, China were looking for their 13th championship, and the question was, who could stop them? They stormed through the draw without dropping a single match and continued their dominance in the tournament. Whitewashers in both the quarter and semi-finals took them to the finals yet again. They were matched up against 5-time Uber champions Japan, but it wasn't even close. They made easy work of the Japanese as they cruised to a 3-1 victory to take home the Uber Cup.
I am very happy we won the Uber Cup, and it is because of our team effort. There were ups and downs along the way, but we still managed to defend our title with great team effort. I am also very happy that I contributed in the win.
At the Thomas Cup, China were firm favourites again. They had arguably the best shuttler to have played the game, Lin Tan. And they were looking for their record-breaking 6th straight title. But Japan hadn't read the script. After impeccable performances in the group matches and dominating displays in the quarterfinals against France, Japan provided the shock of the tournament. They humbled China in the semi-finals with a comprehensive 3-0 victory to earn them a ticket to the final for the first time ever. They took that momentum into their clash with Malaysia, beating them 3-2 to claim their first ever Thomas Cup.
In the finals, when we were at 2-all, I was the only Japanese player left to play. I am overwhelmed that I was able to play my match and got to bring the title to Japan. I'm just so happy that this Thomas Cup proved to be such a wonderful tournament for us.
Entertaining, nail-biting, shocking, and euphoric. This edition of the Thomas and Uber Cup lived up to all expectations. China will host the next editions in 2016, and we say it can't come quickly enough. Before we go, let's find out what's happening in the world of international badminton in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we're in Madrid to catch up with Spain's #1 shuttler, Carolina Marin, and the sport in her country. And we travel to Scotland to find out about the development of para badminton. See you next week.